Right, hi. Um, well, I just had some CBD. Um, I was told by Khan that I'm a target, and I was going to say, like, no, that's bullshit, but he's right. I suppose everyone's a target, to be honest. I don't know, is everyone a target? I don't know. I mean, I'm, there's so much I can't. I want to talk about someone, but I can't talk about them. I don't feel really disrespectful. Um, you know, maybe the thought, maybe thinking that is rude or something. Well, I don't know, to be honest. Um, so I hate hiding stuff. I hate it. I mean, it's a bit funny me saying that because, like, I was really open about things that I've done wrong in the past. And that's what Teal Swan's video was all about, shame, because you keep it to yourself, you feel shame. The thing of, like, sharing it with someone in the right way, in a way that, they're going to accept, go in gently, you know, gradually reveal the whole thing or whatever, the rewards are so big that, like, it's well worth doing that. So, in a way, I'm not hiding nothing, you know what I mean? Yeah. I was watching the cricket, it was alright, it was alright, or very good even, very good. I feel like I'm done with drugs, I feel like I'll go insane if I do any more drugs, to be honest. Yeah, I really do. And, like, I'm past all that. Well, I'm not past positivity, I don't think I'm ever going to be past it. But, I don't know, I think it is positive. I mean, it's positive to, like, be aware that something might happen, I mean, I'm not going to go insane, but I might have a bad experience. Um, so, there is that. Um, it's like, what it is, yeah, is it's like finding the right way to say something. I mean, I can just come out with it and say, oh, I was a bit manic. I know it. I know it. I was like, oh, everything's so wonderful and beautiful and, but, like, I'd not experienced, like, feeling good before. That's how it felt, like, ever. You know, um, Obviously I had a good childhood, but things went a bit awry for after that. Um, so yeah, I mean, I guess it's understandable that I would feel that way, and it's not an illness, it's just perfectly natural feelings. Um, I guess. I don't know. I mean, to be real, I'm kind of feeling, right now I'm kind of feeling, oh, I wish my mum would get back off of lunch, because I really want to speak to her, you know. I don't know. I I went for a walk and I had a good time. It was really good. I mean, it completely took my mind off being bored. You know, it completely took my mind off it for like an hour. Um, I didn't want to go out for longer because Boris is in bed, and you know, he wakes up, he hasn't got a key, you know, and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't can't. So I go for a walk, yeah, and I get back and I'm like over it, you know. I'm like, okay, so walking was like absolutely fantastic. It was brilliant, you know. I had a great time. And like, I get back and it's funny. It reminds me of what my dad said once, which was, as long as I get out once a day, you know, I'm all right. If I'm trying to remember, I think he was quite lonely at the time, you know. Obviously, he had Mama, you know, but she works, you know, and she has to travel to and from work, you know, on the bus. So, um, yeah. So daytimes were a bit, I don't know. Daytimes were a bit something. I can't remember how many of us kids were at home then. I know I was, and I don't know who was, you know. And I'm sorry, I'm not looking at you. Something personal. Obviously, I have no sense of who you are or anything like that. You know. And like I'm telling myself, you know, if now I feel alright. Yeah. I feel like, you know, I could be alone if I wanted to. You know. I don't know where all the pain came from. You know. I don't like to think of it as like tragic that I suffered. You know. There's this thing, Aaron Dowsey says, like, there is no past, there is no future, there is only, like, parallel realities and the moment of, like, right now, and through intention, a person, you, me, anybody can, like, shift to a different parallel reality in the now, and therefore kind of change the future, but it's not really future, it's still now sort of thing, you know. So, with that in mind, like, the past doesn't exist, you know, so there was no pain, you know. You could change the past in the now, and I changed the past by believing that there was no pain, you know. I just thought I was in pain when I wasn't. Um, and that's pretty much how I see it, to be honest. Um, you know, things have changed me, and this person here, me, you know, um, I'm not the same person I was. I've not just changed from a boy to a girl. I mean, the person inside is a different person, you know. And it reminds me of the episode of Star Trek Voyager where this strange alien lady comes on the ship and says, like, you can't help me, I've been through too much, you know, I've changed, I'm different now, you know, sort of thing. That's how I remember it anyway. She says to Janeway, you know, sitting at a table saying, you know, how did you kill him with your pot roast, you know, I don't know, I really don't know. I mean, to be real, yeah, aggression is always on my mind, always on my mind. You know, what if somebody tries to attack me, you know, I wouldn't be ready to defend myself, I wouldn't know what to do, you know, and I tell myself that something happened in my childhood that made me scared to get angry, and now I won't get angry, you know, that's what I believe because of reading the completion process, but then again, the whole thing could be wrong, you know. Obviously it's not wrong in that I used it to heal myself, you know, so it's not wrong in that sense, but it could still be wrong. You know, and I think that's the beauty of the universe. Something can both be right and be wrong, entirely right and entirely wrong at the same time, you know. Yeah, it's quite interesting. I don't know. Yeah, anger, so much anger. I mean, as I'm healing, I feel like, I don't know if I'd call it rage, to be honest. It's not rage, it's not wanting to hurt any people. I mean, maybe obsessions, you know, or something like that. But I feel a little bit lost in the woods, you know, to be honest. A little bit. I don't know why. I don't know why. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that. You know, that invites like all kinds of, you know, drama. You know, if I continue on that one, so you know, I'll just leave that alone. I mean, I don't get any comments, but I'm not looking for drama. You know, I'm not looking for drama. I mean, in a way, I am because I saw James Charles's video and he was like, oh, all in the comments like, you're all dissing me, you know, giving me hate for like, because my foundation is always the wrong shade, you know, or tone or whatever, and he says, I don't care, you know, but in the same video, like, he's going out and he's trying all the foundations, and he actually finds that he looked brilliant in, you know, a perfect shade to match his skin on his face, you know, he looked really good and it was an improvement, so, like, you know. So if I get comments that, like, bring something to my awareness that I wasn't aware of before, then, like, that would be alright, to be honest. I mean, I think that a person, and by a person I mean me, you know, can avoid embarrassment to such a level that it becomes painful to experience, because I don't know, some reason I don't know, and like, all it is embarrassment. I mean, this is Teal Swan's video again, the last one she made, it was brilliant. All it is embarrassment, you know. I feel like, I mean, I literally, a trigger would make me feel like I was going to die, you know, and it was really, really traumatic. It was terrifying, you know. It was so scary. It hurt bad, you know. And that's how being embarrassed came over to me, you know, in my emotions. All it was being embarrassed, and that's what it did to me. I don't understand why, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, if I get, like, a comment that I can't deal with, you know, then, like, I feel that life, for me, or life is healthy, you know. Life is healthy with criticism, you know. I can take criticism of any kind, you know, and I'd see criticism where there wasn't any, you know. I'd take something to mean something that it didn't mean or whatever, you know. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, someone said, like, who you're touching, you know, and that hurt me, but, like, right now I could like hold space for like, you know, you can't tell me what I should be doing intimately, you know, sexually, you know, you can't tell me that. You've got no right. It's that simple, you know. Um, you know, I appreciate that you're trying to like help me. You know, I get that, but you can't make out like you're better than me because you know better or some. You know what I mean? You know better. It's arrogant. You know. It's just arrogant. Yeah. And I guess that's, to be real, I guess that's why a lot of things what people said hurt, because it was arrogant, you know. A lot of arrogant things, you know, people, arrogance is fine with me because it's what it is. I mean, I do it myself. It's people believing so fucking hard what they're saying is true, you know, and it's a beautiful reality because that belief creates very strong emotions, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, people just believing what they're saying so fucking hard. I mean, I do it with everything I say, you know what I mean? So yeah, you know, no problem with arrogance, but like, a lot of it was arrogant, and you know, they simply had no right to make me feel the emotions that I felt, but at the end of the day, they were waking me up to the emotions that for some reason, I don't know how come my emotions stopped working, but they, well, I got abused when I was in the magistrates court, and you know, it could have been something to do with that, but you know, my emotions stopped working properly, and you know, I'm just saying it's fine, you know, whatever, you know, don't care, don't care. Maybe I do care, but in the way of like it helped, you know. Um, I don't know. Anyways, this video's getting kind of long, and I'm gonna fuck off. So I'll see you later. Have a good one. Right.